Hey, what's going on, everyone? Greg Seals again. Gut Podcast episode 14, I believe. It is March 21st, Thursday, 11:18 p.m. And let's see what I got going on. Okay, so I decided tonight, especially, I'm going to begin my, what do you call it? I guess the technical way, to say it is body of work, my first body of work or collection that's going to be cohesive, have a story behind each piece of artwork. Because for the past year or so, I've been just making art every day with no, not threading any of the pieces together really. Just making random stuff every day, just the thoughts that come to my head. I spoke on a previous video, probably, I think it was episode 10. I don't know. But I spoke about my process, about, I find the music that I want to listen to that resonates with me at the time. I sit there and just listen to music with my eyes closed on repeat until the artwork is done. And normally, after I start listening to it for maybe about 5-10 minutes or so, the character that I want to put on there, the colors and all that kind of stuff, it starts to materialize in my imagination. So I just try to try to get as accurate as I can, just putting the thoughts from my head onto the digital canvas, per se. So, first body of work, I'm going to be fleshing out the ideas. I have an idea, kind of, but I haven't taken the time to actually sit and think about only this. For a long time, I've been really good at staying on track with what I'm trying to do, but some things have been getting jumbled up a little bit. So my schedule's, and it's on me. It's really on me. It's not on anyone else. Schedule. I haven't been consistent with the schedule, especially in the evenings. Man, I have to do a lot better. But before I keep rambling, I'm working on my first body of work, and it will be coming out. I don't know when, but I'm still trying to put together the concept, the characters, the design, the style, the colors that I want to use. I want to make sure it's all cohesive and there's kind of a story that strings along with it. So I look forward to doing it and showing you guys what I have. And I'll be sending, maybe I'll put some updates here too on YouTube. Or Twitter or wherever I post this video. Give some updates of like the progress, that kind of stuff. What else we got going on? Today was one of those days where, man, I don't really know if I really want to say this, post this kind of stuff. Today was wasn't really productive for me, especially. I think when I'm not consistent with the schedule that I have, my mind tends to wander all over the place, and I try to stay consistent with the schedule because I know with myself oftentimes if I don't have something else to focus on, then my thoughts go to thoughts of different insecurities and negative things that you may have been through in your life, certain situations that you're going through currently, all that kind of stuff, and things get really negative. And that's why I try to keep my schedule a certain way, especially in the evenings. That's when it really gets I don't want to say scary, but my mind, I do my best to only let in positivity and then speak out positivity, because for a long time I was mentally I was, and I know it was my own doing because of the some things that I was doing in my own in my life, that I was in a bad place mentally. Didn't believe in myself, didn't have the confidence in myself. And I think it was also what really contributed to it, just because I'm not. If you go through a whole day and you feel like you weren't productive or you didn't take a step forward, the older you get, you just like, man, at that time I'm not getting back, and I wasted time, and I don't want to I don't know what's going to happen in the future, if or how much time I have left. And when you have a day go by where you feel like you didn't accomplish anything, it just, doesn't make you feel good. And I had one of those days today, and um, really had to I had to pull myself out of it, because I know how I can get. That's why I really focus on, especially nowadays, and things that help me is listening to music that I love, calming music, positive music, reading only calming, positive things. Uh, Anything like super negative or crazy or gossipy type stuff on the internet, I make sure to block it or hide it. So, because I don't want to bring none of that stuff into my head anymore. I want to make sure that all that I'm dumping into my mind is positive thoughts and positive outlooks on things, so much to where it's like you're filling up a cup, and I'm filling my cup up with so much positivity that it overflows, and any negative thoughts that might be in there get pushed out because of all the positivity that's getting dumped in. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm really trying to overflow every single day so that I can keep a positive outlook on things and not get, go down that slippery slope of negativity. And I've been in some man, I've been in some dark places, man. Very dark places in my life. Uh, some things that, you get pushed to the edge, and man, those going to those places are extremely scary. I'm fortunate to have, you know, been right there on the edge, and then been able to pull myself back and get myself back on the right track. So, and a lot of that has to do with the creator. Um, God has, guided me through my life, and praying on a regular basis, and also reading a lot about, mindset and those type of things. I used to read before about it, but I didn't really apply a lot of the strategies that were given in these books. But now, especially starting in at the beginning of this year, I started implementing most of these strategies and making sure that I have something that I'm doing every day to keep me on this positive path. Uh, I know I rambled on. I don't even remember where I where I was in the beginning when I started talking about this, but that's just something I had to say. Um, Today wasn't my best day as far as taking care of what I need to take care of. And it was all on me. I'm to the point now where I'm to the point now where anything that happens to me, I believe is on me. Like the way I think, the life I'm living. I can't say, man, the world is against me. Like, no, I'm in control of my thoughts. That's what I need to be in control of. I'm in control of the way I do things. So I can't blame it on anyone else but myself. It's my fault. Anything that happens to me is my fault. I'm kind of at that point now. And man, I really didn't want to. Because I didn't really want to go here with what I talked about today. But again, this is straight from the gut. No edits. Just what I'm thinking about today. You know, another thing that I was thinking about was I was thinking about this earlier today. This type of content that I'm putting up. Who is it for? And I like to think that is for future collectors of my work. If they want to, kind of get a glimpse of where I am certain times, or where I was mentally when I was creating the work that they purchased, because I make sure to say the dates in each of these videos, just so they can get a glimpse into the type of person I am. But I also think now that what if you, and I think I mentioned this in another one of these videos, but if I didn't, I'll just say it again. What if you had an opportunity to watch content from your great great grandfather or grandmother, that, basically getting a look back in a time machine of how they spoke, how their thought process was, how they lived, and I imagine those type of things. Like, man, how were they living? How did they get through this? How those tough times? How did they, what was their thought process? And now I'm making this for my grandchildren or other family members that want to know about me, because I'm at the point where I'm still early in my art journey, and I know that I'm going to be successful one day. And this type of content, I think, will be very beneficial for up and coming artists, or just something interesting for my future family and other generations to take a look back at. Because, I mean, as long as the internet is still available in the future, this will be here forever. And I'm making this content not just for me or for collectors in the present moment, but I'm making it for my future grandchildren and family members 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 100 years, 200 years from now. So they can look back at their great great grandfather or uncle, or, I mean, just looking back to see what kind of person he was in 2024 when he was really trying to get his art career off the ground. So, wonder what else I have going on. I think really the main thing I'm working on is my first body of work that I look forward to showing everyone. Putting together the concept, color scheme. I'm getting all the ideas out tonight. And I will start working on it, especially this weekend coming. This Thursday, I'll probably work on a little bit of it Friday night, but then Saturday is when Saturday, Probably around Saturday, maybe around 3 p.m. or something, I'll hit the ground running and I'll start pumping out these ideas and start threading everything together. So, yeah. So, hello to my future self. Hope you're doing well. I hope you made all your dreams come true, and I hope that you have your mentality in such a great place where nothing can affect you or knock you off of your square or get you off of your path that you want to go down. Man, do you ever think about like how much time you've wasted? Have you ever gotten to that point? Like how many days you've wasted, how much time you've missed with people, loved ones, maybe if you were working or you just certain days you didn't feel like doing something. What's the phrase? Like time is so finite. Is that the right word? Time. The more I read, the more I think about time and what to do with my time. So I try to make sure to schedule things out so I feel like I'm productive. But there's been a lot of cases where I would fill my days with a lot of stuff and I would be more busy than actually productive. And that's still something that I'm working on now. Trying to be extremely productive, cutting down on just a bunch of the random outside stuff that takes up my time and trying to focus on this goal that I have and the things that I want to do. I just want I want to provide everything to my family that they could ever desire. And I know this is what I want to do, but a lot of times there are days that I go through and I was like, man, did I do anything to get a step closer to that goal that I want? You know? And sometimes on days like these, it just makes you I just feel a sinking feeling in my gut. You know, man, I wasted time today. I know where I would love to be, but I didn't do what I needed to do today to take a step closer. Always improving, always trying to figure out ways to get better. I don't have everything figured out. I know a lot of people like to say they do, but I know I don't. Not yet. I still need some more time. Yeah, it's getting late. I would talk more, but I wanna go ahead and get some of these ideas flushed out. There's so much. There's my heart is heavy today, man. Why? I don't know why I feel. Well, I guess I guess I do know why. Honestly, Um, I know why I feel this way. When you don't take when I don't feel like I've taken a step forward, that feeling of wasted time is knowing that you'll never get it back. Man, that feeling is not the best feeling, as I'm sure you can imagine. Yeah, if I keep going with this, I'll probably talk for hours. But oh man, it's already been 20 minutes. My goodness, I try not to talk this long, but I had to get that. I had to get that out. I know a lot of these videos aren't cohesive or entertaining, but again, it's not meant for everyone or for a ton of consumption from just outside people. I'm making this more for myself as kind of a mental uh, dump dumping of sorts, like getting a lot of things out so that I can just bring in more creativity, especially bring in more time and thoughts of creativity. I needed this today. I'll probably need it. I hope not, but I might need it tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like I've let some people down recently, especially. I want to make sure that everyone, everyone that I love, everyone is taken care of. I would love to do it with my art being one of the pillars of that and my future success. So with art, I can put my family's name in the history books till the end of time for hundreds of years and centuries from now. Art lasts forever. And I would love my family's name and to be part of that history. So they can have something to feel attached to, some greatness. And be able to say, go into school like the little kids saying, in my family tree, I have a well known, world renowned artist. And he sold art all over the world and was loved by the art community and and other creative people in different industries. Wouldn't that be nice? Even after I'm gone, for family members to refer back to their tree and me being in there and saying this, he did something amazing with his life while he was here, and I'm happy to say that I'm related to him. Yeah, man. Yeah, let me go. I know I've said that probably two, three times, but I have to. Man, my heart is heavy. Well, yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry if you made it this far. You are a legend. You are a legend, my friend. If you made it this far in this video, I know attention spans are like 5 seconds these days. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for hearing me out. This is Gut Podcast. Everything, I don't have it scripted. I don't have what I'm going to talk about ahead of time when I do these. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Until next time. Peace.